Hello everybody. So it's been a long time since I've just done a video where I just sat down and just talked to you guys about one particular thing while I was on the way somewhere. So anyway, I'm on the way to my first client this morning, but I was listening to Pretty Boss TV. I was just talking about this on my vlog. So if you follow my vlog, this is going to sound real familiar, but we're going to go a little more in depth. So I was watching Pretty Boss TV. And they were she was talking about, she had another guy on there too that was talking about, being your homegrown stuff, but, bringing your, sorry, now I got distracted, I looked over at stuff, but you're not gonna make everybody happy, but they were kind of talking about being your own boss and your own motivator and stuff like that, but they started talking about how you're not gonna make everybody happy, and you can try all day long to be this person that other people want you to be. And they talked a lot too about if you were to pick up somebody else's glasses and put them on. Also, I cut my, okay, you can't see it good, okay, but if you see blood on my finger, I did, I cut my finger this morning, but either way, so if you were put somebody else's glasses on, the world would be foggy. And it's kind of how, a lot of times we try to be what we think other people think we should be, or what society tells us to be. And they were talking about especially when you're in your own business, so many people don't believe in you. And I got to really thinking about it, and I was a lot of people probably don't believe in me. And now I think the people that do believe in me way goes past the people that don't. But there are probably people out there that watch and are literally waiting for me to fall on my face. And there's literally nothing I could ever do to make them happy. Literally nothing. They're always going to feel that way about me. I could be the hardest worker in the world and they still would feel that way. And I can try to be, I'm very Libra, very balanced, I want to be what everybody wants me to be kind of thing, and it's exhausting. And basically what I'm getting at is I'm just not going to apologize anymore for talking about the things I want to talk about, or doing the things that I want to do. Obviously I would never do something to hurt another person, and I'll always take constructive criticism, but what I mean is if I want to come on and do a video about watching wrestling because Lacey is wrestling this week, and if you don't know, then I know Lacey Evans and the rest of the WWE. I know her mom, so maybe I want to talk about wrestling this week. We watched Royal Rumble last night, so maybe I want to talk about that, and I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm not going to be oh, this video is too long, I'm so sorry, I'm talking too much, I'm rambling too much, whatever, because the reason I say that is because I'm worried that somebody out there is thinking it, oh, she just talks too much, who cares, whatever. And it's if you don't care, then why are you watching my videos? It's nobody is holding you down, forcing you to watch my videos, or at least I hope not. But regardless, I'm assuming you came here by your own free will, so I'm not gonna sit here and apologize for being myself. And it's I always worried oh, I'm gonna offend somebody, or I'm gonna do something wrong, or whatever. And it's not saying that I will, but it's I mean, and I probably will offend people. That's the thing is I'm always gonna I'm not gonna think the same as everybody all the time. So if I say I don't know. Okay, a good example. If I say I like conditioner and I think that it can be used on many different coat types, that would really offend some people. They're I've seen people take, stuff like that to a very personal level. So you know what I mean? So it's even if I'm saying something that's really an opinion, and it really shouldn't ruffle somebody's feathers like that, if it's a personal thing to them, it's going to ruffle their feathers. And basically that's the new mentality I'm trying to take in is obviously always treat people nicely and treat people with respect, but also I'm not gonna sit here and worry so much about who I am as a person, and am I doing the right thing, am I being the right person, all of those things. Even they're Pretty Boss was kind of talking about family and stuff, and how family gets an idea in their head of what you're supposed to do and be and whatever. And my family they definitely did that for me when I was growing up. I was kind of expected to do more. And I think I definitely will, but it's like, I don't know, that I don't think that my family necessarily thought I was going to end up grooming dogs, but like I know when I was young, like my grandpa really pushed me to like do more. Like he wanted more for me. Like I said I wanted to cut hair, he said I needed to own a salon. You know, he's like, you can cut hair but you need to own the business, kind of thing. Like he always wanted me to do more. And that's another thing is like I get ashamed sometimes that like I have a family that is able to help me financially, and sometimes I like feel ashamed of that. And it's like, but if I didn't have my family to like help me with all this shit, then like you guys wouldn't even really be seeing these videos. Like I wouldn't be able to do any of this without the support and help of my family. So it's like, you know, I'm not gonna sit there and like apologize that I have family that's like willing to help me with things like getting this van and getting my house and like stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, like I mean, my house technically came from like Dwayne passing, but that's a whole different story. But either way, you know, like I'm not gonna sit here and like apologize for that. Like, oh, I'm sorry that like my family helps me. You know what I mean? Like, because that's another thing I've grown up with. Like, oh, like daddy's money. Like, well, it's not daddy's money for me. First of all, if you know anything about me, you know that I don't talk to my dad. So first, that statement makes my heart like, I'm like, ugh, like I get so mad. But it's like, you know, you could say like, oh, grandparents' money or like mom's money or whatever. And you know, it's like, and it makes you feel like ashamed. Like you can't like just be thankful that you have that opportunity. And like the way I look at it is like I do have this option to like have like my family help me, so because of that I'll be able to get a mobile van and like show you guys about it and like share more with you guys and tell you guys more inside things that you wouldn't have been able to maybe know if I hadn't been able to like do these like videos like reviewing things. And even like with products, like, you know, my family sometimes will help me get products, and even like getting the stuff that I get for free. Like there's been plenty of times that companies have sent me stuff for free that I've felt guilty about. And it's like, well, not only like do I end up using it for reviews most of the time, which does turn around and help you guys out, also if there's something I'm not using, I don't throw it away. I give it to somebody. I have a good friend that works at a local salon that there's a bunch of other girls there, and I've just started bringing my stuff there or sending it to like my other grooming friends, or like, you know, giving to somebody that will use it. So it's like I'm, instead of like being like, oh, I'm sorry, and like maybe not even accepting help because I'm like ashamed, like, oh, like I have to get help from my family or whatever. Like, honey, I'm 27, you know, like I'm still figuring life out. My business is just starting. Like I hope 5 years from now I'm buying all the shit for my family. You know what I mean? Like I hope that I'm taking them places, and like maybe I can do like fancy, like nice things for them. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm hoping for. Like, anyway, but like basically what I'm getting at is like I'm just not going to keep apologizing for being myself. And not that anybody ever asked me to, but that's what I've been doing, and I like hope that maybe this inspires somebody else to feel the same way, that you don't have to apologize for like being yourself. I mean, if you're being an asshole, then yes, like please apologize for being an asshole, but don't apologize for like talking about something that interests you, or, you know, talking too much, or, you know, whatever. Like there's like some things that you shouldn't have to apologize for, and I find myself apologizing for them all the time. Like it's almost daily that I apologize like for rambling on too long on my vlog. I literally made the vlog so I could get on there and just talk and ramble, and then like every single day I'm like, I'm so sorry my vlog's so long today, I'm sorry. And it's like nobody cares. And then I get people that are like, no, I kind of like the longer vlog, and I'm just still like, I'm sorry. And it's like, who am I even apologizing to? Somebody that doesn't like me? Like, because those are the only people that are going to care about how long my vlog is. If they don't like me, why are they watching my vlogs anyway? I don't have to apologize for them. I'm sorry that you wasted your time coming on a video of somebody that you don't like. You know what I mean? That's the only apology I have for you, is I'm sorry that you wasted your time that you shouldn't have done if you didn't like me watching my video. You know what I mean? So anyway, I think that it's okay to be unapologetically you. So that's what I'm going with. And again, like obviously always being aware of other people's feelings, which I'm overly aware of other people's feelings, honestly, like maybe too much so sometimes. But, you know, that's just kind of where I'm at on it, is like, yeah, not everybody's gonna like me all the time. And obviously, if I do mess up ever, and I do something that hurts somebody, whether it was intentional or not, like, I want to be the bigger person and apologize. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm not going to be a perfect person. And that's what I've got to let go of, is like, when I do this shit of like trying to make everybody happy, I'm trying to be a perfect person. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be perfect. I want everybody to like me. I'm not gonna lie, I want everybody to like me. I have, like, ever since, I'm just gonna shamelessly say this, ever since I have been a little girl, I've wanted to be famous, and that's just, like, what I want. It sounds stupid to say it out loud, like, it just sounds so stupid to say it out loud, but that's what I wanted. Like, honest to God, that's when I was little, growing up, I wanted to be famous, and I was sure I was going to be. Like, I was sure I was going to be famous. And then, like, the older I got, the more discouraged I got, and thought it wouldn't happen. And then grooming happened, and then I just started tagging companies, and then next thing I knew, I was getting acknowledged by brands that I never thought would even know who I was. You know what I mean? So it's like, and now I do like all these really incredible things, and it's just like growing more and more, and like now I'm about to get a van and well, I already started a business, but like do even more. Like I was thinking about it, I was like, wow, like straight up, these dogs today, I could get done, I could knock out probably an extra 2 hours. Like if I had my van, I would be done about 2 hours sooner, because like I'm counting in time to take dogs in and take dogs out, and then talking time and all that, because like, you know, when you're just like picking the dog up at the door real quick, it's a little bit different. Like you're just like, oh hey, you know, see you in a minute kind of thing, and then here you go, I'll take the money, bye. But like when I'm doing house call, I do spend a lot more time like really talking to people. So honest to God, I could shave off, like on a day like this, I could probably shave off like 2.5 hours just having the van. So it's like I've already been putting myself in that position. And that's like another thing this morning, like I'm not gonna lie, like I started thinking about it in the shower, because I was going to tell, like, the dogs I'm grooming today, I was going to tell them, like, probably not next visit, but the visit after, I might be pulling up in a van. And I just started picturing, like, what it's going to be like, because I know everybody's going to be excited to see it. And I started picturing, like, showing them the van, and it literally brought tears to my eyes. I was like, it's going to do it again, because it's like, holy shit, it's so close, I can almost touch it. And, you know, the fact that I would feel like I need to apologize for that, and I do feel that way sometimes, that I need to apologize, because there's people that want it just as bad as I do that can't get it because they don't have the money. So I feel like I have to apologize because of that. And it's like, this isn't something I decided yesterday I wanted to do. This is something I've been wanting for years. I mean, for years. And, you know, like I said, the thought that just a few short months from now, I could be making this video in my van, that's unreal. It's unreal. But it's going to be incredible. I cannot wait to share it with you guys, this whole journey that we're about to go on with this mobile van. But I'm going to do it my way, in the only way I know how. I'm not going to apologize for it. Like, that's really where I'm at. I'm not going to apologize for me anymore. I'm not going to apologize, like, for my opinions, and, like, because I always, like I said, I always take other people's feelings into considerations. Like, I really try not to just say things out of, like, anger and spite. I've gotten really good at, like, walking away when I know I'm too mad to talk about things. But, you know, obviously, like, if somebody, like, you know, that's a whole nother thing. But, like, I think that that's kind of, this is like a turning point for me where I'm like realizing I don't, you know, people aren't gonna like me anyway. Like, even if I do like forever try to like be that person that like I think everybody wants me to be, there would still, even if I could be that person, there'd still be people that didn't like me. So it's like I just have to be the only person I know how to be, and that's myself. And I think I grow and get stronger as a person every single day, and I'm just trying to keep learning. And that's my lesson of today, is that I need to stop apologizing for things I shouldn't have to apologize for, like being myself, like talking about wrestling too much, or talking too long, or talking too much, or, you know, whatever. Those are things I'm not going to apologize for anymore. You know, hurting somebody's feelings, or if I do something, whether intentional or not, that hurts somebody, absolutely I would apologize for that, but I'm not going to sit here and apologize for just being the person that I am. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I feel like it's been a really long time since I've actually done a video like this, where I just like sat down and just like talked in my car. Like, this used to be, like, all the videos I made were just like this. Just, like, in my car, chatting, you know, whatever. But anyway, I'm about to pull up at my client's house. I need to get in the, like, right perspective to go groom these dogs. Because I'm, like, emotional, but, like, happy. Like, so, like I said, I feel like this mobile van is so close I can just touch it. And I just can't wait. Just not too much longer. And it's going to happen. But I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.